I think the challenge was...
Turn your podcast into a TV show.
Oh, I love this.
For just $80 per hour, you can have your host anywhere in the world.
The mandates are off in America here.
With graphics tailored to your show.
Can I just dispense with all of the emotional kind of foreplay and just jump in? Do you mind?
Video Podcast Services is run by media professionals who know how to make your content stand out from the crowd. Go to videopodcast.online.
Legendary entertainer Col Joye died just over a year ago on the 5th of August at the age of 89. He was a fixture on our screens for decades, singing and dancing with the likes of John Farnham and Brian Henderson and many, many more. In fact, he was on our TV screens more than just about anyone else. Well, the Logies had been held just days before, so there was an expectation Col's television achievements would be featured in this year's In Memoriam segment. But they weren't. And that has upset friends, family and fans. Another legendary entertainer, Jade Hurley, took to Facebook to express his displeasure, saying, in part, the omission of the passing of my mate Col Joye AM in the Logies is just disgraceful and disgusting. It was a pretty powerful post, so I've invited Jade here to share his thoughts on the subject. Jade Hurley, welcome to McKnight Tonight.
G'day, Rob. By the way, you were drinking wine in your man cave there.
Yes.
Sorry, best I can do is ginger beer.
It doesn't matter what you're drinking on Tipsy Thursday. Alcoholic, non-alcoholic, it's all good. Jade, you are obviously upset about Col's admission from the In Memoriam segment. Why has it hurt you so much?
Well, I thought it was disgusting. How can you get something so wrong? I mean, after you just rightly said, Rob, that after 2 days after the last Logie Awards, Col died. So wouldn't you reckon someone would have just got a pencil and just and put into the computer, hey, next year Col Joye for a start, because he was the first one that passed away after the last Logies. Mm. I sat there and when the memorial come up, I thought, oh. And I sat there and I saw, very talented people mentioned with their photographs displayed on the screen and everything like that, and but people who were editors and writers but here's a guy who started in the late 50s, just like I did. We all appeared on everything from Bandstand to 6 o'clock Rock to Saturday Date, and then the Mike Walsh shows and the Bert Newton shows, Kerry Ann Kennelly shows, and it went on and on and on. And for him to be overlooked was such an oversight and such I was out of control, for not only for his family but for the friends and fans. But he was a mate, and to be forgotten, not remembered in the manner that he should have been remembered, but to be forgotten in that manner.
Have you contacted TV Week? Have you heard anything about how this happened?
No. I'll tell you the reason why, and I'll give you a bit of an exclusive here. Mm. I go back. Here's something for you to contemplate. Just look at that. It's a show. It was a pilot show in the early 80s called Tonight at Seagulls. Mm-hmm. Have a look down there. Where is it? Down there. It says, your Gold Logie Award-winning show. Because we put that, and this is a pilot. Hey, sorry to spring this on you, Rob.
No, I'm fascinated.
This is a fully produced pilot, still in the can. Yeah, it looks dated now, but people like Julie Anthony who started on it. I put it together in conjunction with Seagulls Rugby League Football Club on the Gold Coast, and we were hoping to have a Tonight show coming out of Seagulls every Thursday night live. But because we put that, we were cancelled. Can you believe that?
Was that the power of TV Week?
The power of TV Week. And the power of Channel 9 at the time, because we were told we had about 500 of these printed, and we sent them out to publicise the show, as you would and as you should. And we were told we got a letter from Channel 9's legal people saying destroy every one of the those things with the gold Logie thing on it. Otherwise, you'll be looking for another job somewhere, so to speak. So
I mean, it's obviously done tongue in cheek. I don't understand how that was a problem.
No, that wasn't done tongue in cheek, because we were corresponding with Channel 9 in Sydney all along the line. We were using Channel 9's AB facilities in Brisbane, and everything was hunky dory, and we just assumed because of the quality of the show. And as I say, you know, it's fully produced and everything like that, fully edited right now. It's called Tonight at Seagulls and looks good. Yes, it's dated, as I say, but however, because of that, and so I'm sitting there the other night. So we get back to what we're talking about tonight with Col, and Col's name never came up, and I thought, oh, these people.
Do you think it's that though? I mean, that's pretty petty if that's the case.
What do you mean, this?
No, I mean, yeah. If the Logies kept Col off the In Memoriam because of that, what you guys did, that's pretty petty.
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that how can someone rush over? As I say, he died 2 days after. So
yeah.
I would assume, given the odds, that he should have been the first one remembered.
I agree.
Next year's Logies. But no.
I tell you what, next time I'm having a night off, we might have to play your pilot here on McKnight Tonight. We'll play it out to everyone and take a trip back in time. I'd love to do that.
It's there. As I say, it's all totally produced, Rob. It's all totally finished, all totally edited. Everything's there, and it's just a great Australiana show. And
Jade, send it to me. We'll make sure the people see it finally. Mate, is there anything TV Week could do to make up for this? Here's my thing. I remember the fact Hey It's Saturday got left off their 140 short list of TV shows.
Yes.
Col has been forgotten for the In Memoriam.
Yep.
We are in a world now where they're getting cheap young people to do the jobs that all the older people are being made redundant from. Could this just have been a stuff up?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, where do the excuses start and where do the excuses stop,
Yep.
Rob? It's almost bordering on indecent. In Col's case, that's my take on it.
And look, there is nothing wrong with all the behind-the-scenes people being remembered. That's what the In Memoriam segment does with our industry. It's a small industry, and they absolutely deserve to be remembered. But the fact that you can miss Col is crazy. Could TV Week do anything to make up for it?
Well, how about printing a story on his life and say, "Hey, we're sorry we left him out of the Logies," and but I don't know if that even cuts it. To be honest with you, Rob, I don't know. It's just well, the Logies aren't the Logies that we knew 5 or 10 years ago, and you just have a look at the lack of humility, if you like, with some of the recipients of a great award, if you like. And here we are. All of a sudden, some of those people that got awards the other night unexpectedly, you know, their in demand will go up, their money will go up next time they appear on, hopefully, and so on and so on. But I don't know. It is what it is. Very disappointing.
Absolutely. But speaking of Col, what kind of man was he? What would he have been made being left out? Would he be worried, or are you more worried on his behalf?
I think it's a bit of both, because he was the sort of guy who said, "Oh, geez, I'll let it go, mate." No, but by the same token, he'd be a bit pissed off. Let me put it that way.
Well, he was one of the pioneers. He was on our TV screens for decades. And, you know, there in the early years when everyone was just trying to work out what it was, worked with the legendary Brian Henderson and so many more people. Look, Jade, I will get in contact with TV Week. I will see what I can find out, and I will do an update on Media McKnight on Tuesday, and we'll find out whether they will take responsibility or at least tell us what happened. Jade, you're a bloody great bloke. Have you got any gigs on at the moment that you need to plug?
Oh, we're just going down for Father's Day to Goulburn Workers Club in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm just getting over a shoulder operation, a third shoulder operation. So hopefully they've got it right this time, and I can get banging away on the piano keyboards again and throwing the old leg up there, but which I might say still goes up there. Except that every now and again I pray to God that it comes down.
Well, my mum is up here at the moment. She's next door and she's like, oh, you've got Jade Hurley on. That's pretty exciting. I'm surprised she isn't in here trying to say hello. Jade, thank you so much for sharing your story and your frustration, which I share. But I do thank you for sharing your story with us tonight on McKnight Tonight.
Nice to be part of McKnight Tonight.
Thank you, mate.